Hi, Liz Beavers with GSG, your embroidery territorial manager for the team. Joining me today is James Cruz. He is our ZSK certified technician, and we just welcome James being here with us today to show you the brand new, what everyone's been waiting for, the SPRINT 8 single head machine. If you were at GPX, you got to see it there, but maybe you want to see it again. But for those of you that couldn't come out, well, James and I are going to show you some of the features. The main thing that ZSK did when they built this SPRINT 8 is they always ask customers, what is it that you want built into a new machine? What are your needs? What would you like to have? And they listen and they develop. Everything is developed and manufactured there in the plant in Germany. So one of the struggles here in the US is ball caps with puff foam. Richardson 112s. That just seems to be the big thing that everyone's having a hassle with. So they knew that this was a challenge and they together came in. The other thing they looked at is a lot of online companies have now started and they're doing a bunch of one-offs to the point where instead of multi-head machines, they're buying many, many more single heads. So what is key for them is speed, quickness of changing over from caps to flats, and they needed something that could hold a lot more colors so that the operators aren't adding and taking off and moving colors around. The first thing you'll notice when you look at the SPRINT 8 is the new, dynamic, very modern, slick look to this machine. It also has a new T8 controller that's labeled to help us when we're helping you over the phone. If we say to go to R3, it's labeled, it's here. So that's something that's been added as well. So with the machine, with the 18 needles, they looked at the 3D foam, and what they did is the take-up levers that are here, they have actually made these a little elongated.
Longer, extended, yes.
More extended, so it gives us a little bit more thread to help with the 3D foam stitching. So the other item they have done with that is the catcher motor. The catcher motor has been increased. The catcher motor actually goes and after trim comes out and pulls your thread back. So with that extra speed, they also added a faster color change motor. So once a trim happens, the catcher comes and pulls the thread, then it quickly goes to that next needle in lightning speed. I'm on needle 1, I'm gonna go all the way to 18 and you're gonna see the speed on that. Okay, needle 18 and go.
So as you well see that the color change mode now, it changes the head from needle 1 to needle 18 as quick as possible. And the SPRINT 6s and the other models, it hesitates one at a time. So the quick change basically actually takes away less time for it to start sewing again.
I'm actually loving this new, all the new features that they've built in. But I think instead of just talking about these new features, we are actually going to stitch a cap with foam. And you're going to see for yourself how clean, how easy it stitches through these items without any hesitation. So I think that is going to be the best thing other than us just talking about it. Let's just show you for real what it does. Now also on the SPRINT 8, when you are in cap mode, you can go up to 1,000 stitches a minute. If you're on flats and tubulars, we can do 1,200 stitches a minute. So we're going to stitch this hat at the top of 1,000 stitches. foam, and then you have to come in and just kind of take out the little pieces here in the centers. And there is our foam hat on the Sprint 8 with a seam, with 3D foam, and it's beautiful. Something we did different with the design for this hat, now that it's finished, I'm going to point out the gold. The gold is a metallic. It shines, it's shimmery. We didn't have any thread breaks during this. And with normal metallic thread, it just runs like crazy. We have to do certain things to the design, change the needle. This is a new product by Madeira. We do carry it here at GSG. It's called CR Metallic. Looks like metallic, shines like metallic, and it comes in many different colors, to choose from. So we've got here the gold. I know the flag is more yellow in Germany, but I wanted to really show how this really shines and makes this look great. So we have a hat with a seam, 3D foam, and this new CR metallic thread. No thread breaks. We did run out of a bobbin. That's about it. So here it is. Here's the final results done on the new ZSK Sprint 8. Now we're going to show you how quick we can change over. We did a hat, now we have to do a flat. We're going to show you how fast this new quick change is to get that going, and then we'll show you some more items. Here's a nice heavy bag that we did with the Sprint ZSK. Something to show you here is this really thick seam, and this is an actual very thick bag. You can see the quality and how we just stitch right over it as if it was just a flat t-shirt. So this shows the durability and the strength that the ZSK machines bring to you, and I'm digging the seam.
Yeah.
Another option that you can get with your ZSK Sprint 8, you can also add a table. This table allows us, and we'll show you here in a minute, there is a border sash frame that we can put onto the machine to do multiple patches at one time, or even quilts, maybe bedspreads, shower curtains, anything that's really heavy and long in length. We can have this table to help support the product. Again, this is optional, but we're going to show you real quick how we're going to take out the tubular, and we'll just put this onto the machine.
Yeah. And also, it will work with the tubular arms also if you're doing towers and stuff like that. You can just slide it on when you practice that. And there it is.
So you have heavy towels?
Yeah.
Then roll it up right here and it'll support the weight.
It'll support the weight.
Another item that's optional, you can get the table, or you can also get the table and the sash frame. The sash frame is also a quick add. Just take off the tubular arms, pop this on. This is going to give you roughly 18 by 12 sewing field, but maybe a little less. You want to compensate for your presser foot. But 18 by 12. I've used this with the heavy duty plastic. Then I put down my twill to stitch all my patches. So I can actually get several patches across and down. And the table is supporting everything while it's stitching. You can also do bigger items such as bedspread, shower curtains. Maybe you need to do some initials or something. All you do is put your fabric in with these clips. They pop off. And then you lay your fabric and clip these on. They're all around. So if I had to do 3 initials on a shower curtain, do an initial, move the shower curtain, do another one. Many things, many opportunities you have using a border sash frame. One of the things that's gaining popularity is we have a lot of customers that are quilters. So what they'll do, I'll just keep this off for a second, is they have their quilt, and now what they do with their embroidery machines currently is maybe just embroider the square, and then they make their quilt. Once the quilt is finished, they have to take it to somebody who has a long arm machine, and it does all this fine stitching, and it quilts the top fabric to your center batting and your backing. Now we can actually put our quilt into the sash frame, do our design, move the fabric, do some more, move the fabric, do another area, and this is going to eliminate them having to set it out to a long arm. You can actually quilt the top of your quilts using your embroidery machine with a table and the sash frame. So that opens up some other opportunities for you as well. So this, again, is optional, the table and the sash frame. Everything else comes with your machine. We always include all your garment hoops, the stand, cap frames, cap drivers, tool kits, everything's there. But we have so many different sprints to choose from, starting with the 12 needle sprint 6, going to sprint 7s, 7L. But right now, we just want to show you this ZSK Sprint 8. It is going to be here and available by the end of the summer, first of the fall. GSG is the first to have the Sprint 8 here in the United States, and we were lucky enough to show it there at GPX. So we are taking your orders now. We're fully here to support you. We have James Cruz, Clarence Green, Cookie, Casey, and myself if you run into just backings or thread questions, things like that. But our technical staff is here to support you. They come to you, install, training. Anytime you have a question or something that's happening, they'll even FaceTime you to get you help. So be sure and give us a call. Let us find the right machine for you. And remember, ZSK, made in Germany, built to last, and we're here for you. If you have any questions and you would like to speak to us to find out which machine is best for you, give us a call or visit us at our website at gogsg.com.